Hey everybody, it's Kat, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Backstory Sessions. I'm joined today by my co-host, Willie. Hey Willie,
Hey, Kat.
how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Well, I'm excited to be doing this episode, to be back for season 17. And
Wow.
I know it's really hard to believe that the time has flown by and we could possibly be in season 17, episode 1.
Time
Um,
flies when you're having fun.
well, it flies, and most of the episodes are extremely fun. Kicking off a new season is always interesting. Um, Even more so interesting this time because you're here, and our names don't rhyme.
No?
Um, but you have a cat named Carl,
Mm-hmm.
so we're both are C's, if you look at it like that.
That's all right. CA.
Yeah. Um, we are gonna do a special episode too. This is like traditionally, the Black Friday, everybody goes shopping, and it used to be, we've talked about this before, but it used to be really wild to go to Black Friday.
Oh, yes.
Um,
Take
people
your
would
life in your hands.
people would get up at like, well, some people would be lined up the night before
Oh, yes.
and camp out in front of Walmart or whatever store just to, I don't know, what were some of the popular items that people would be waiting for? A TV, I know, was one.
TV, uh, throw, uh, a sheet set, towels. I
Yes,
mean,
towels.
I mean, I saw a video like way back that people were like, this bin of towels. They had this bin of towels, and they were like uh, jumping in it, like kids in blocks, like balls or whatever, and they'd be tossing towels like a
Yes,
free for all.
and I mean it's probably hard for people, younger, that didn't live through that time to imagine what it really was like. But
That's because they've got the internet and online shopping. They'd have no clue if you tried to tell them how it used to be. They'd be like, "What?"
yeah, it sounds kind of barbaric, but at the time it was a big deal, everybody. And so the thing is, like, all these stores were, on Black Friday, they all opened really early, and you'd have to plan out, like, what's your strategy? Are you going to send, like, one person in your family to Walmart and the other one go to Kmart, or, whatever?
Oh yeah,
Because you had to,
you had to
you,
strategize.
yes, and you had to have somebody at the store, like, that watched all of your stuff because you couldn't possibly, like, maneuver and get everything. So somebody had to, like, you pass it to them. So you needed one like acrobatic type person, that
Yes,
could easily, like, wiggle their way in and jump into the towel box or whatever.
you had to assemble a team to shop.
I mean, I am guilty of going, a few times because if my dad wanted something, which was often a TV or electronic gadget kind of thing, PlayStations and, video games, those were also very hot items that
Oh
people
yeah,
would, yeah.
Cabbage
Uh,
Patch dolls.
yes, Beanie Babies, just anything, the newest thing. And people would fight, like when it got down to there's one left. People would actually, like, you know, just Fist fight.
Yeah. I mean, literally.
Yeah. So the good old days.
Yes.
So these items we're going to talk about today are just some ideas for people now that are probably going to be buying these online more so than in the store. I don't think nearly as many people get up and, go camp out or anything like that. I haven't heard of that in years, but I mean, it could be happening. I just don't know about it. But I mean, do you think anybody's camped outside of Walmart tonight?
No, I don't.
I hope they're not, because it's not that warm. But it
No.
never was that warm, and it didn't matter. Like if
No.
it it could be snowing, raining, you know, 20 degrees, people would be out in their chairs, just moving, a little bit up the line. And when they opened the door, I mean, that's when the chaos really started, because people would trample over you like you're at a concert.
Yes.
So, all right. So I'm gonna start. I tried to go with a variety of price ranges because, the economy is difficult this year, and I feel like some people are gonna need these $25 items. And then, other people are gonna spend a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So my items are
Yep.
kind of like that. So I'm going to start on the low end. And I always start with this because on the list in past episodes, pe like it's supposed to be in poor taste to give gift cards. But I still put that on my list because I still feel like a gift card is a very good gift.
It is. I
Es-
love gift cards.
Well, I mean, so if you get the like a Visa gift card or, MasterCard ones,
Mm-hmm.
like they can spend that wherever they want to.
Yes.
You can get an Amazon one,
Mm-hmm.
which has most everything. I mean, if they have a favorite restaurant, you can get them a gift card to that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So to me, that says like, I know you well, and also, I'm thinking of you. What are your thoughts on gift cards?
I think they're a great idea. I get gift cards. I love receiving gift cards and and especially for that person that's hard to buy for that, seemingly has everything, I get them a gift card. That way they can buy what they need.
Well, I'm gonna say also it's easy to wrap. I mean, so I'm gonna go with that
Yeah.
too. A lot of them even come with their own little gift box. So
Or holder.
yes, so you can put it in a little stocking. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're looking for stocking stuffers, and many gift cards, you can set the amount. So you could go like, I mean, they have some at $10, probably $5. I don't know that, but maybe McDonald's or something like that. I think I've seen some $5 ones. But you know, you can put the amounts that you want to spend. So, I find them to be flexible, thoughtful, um, and easy to wrap. So, I don't see anything wrong with that. And the person
No.
can, even if they guess like, okay, it's a gift card in here, they don't know which gift card.
No.
So there's still that element of surprise.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
so I'm going with that. And anybody out there trying to figure out what to get me, I am pro gift cards. So that will work for me because I do feel like a gift should be thoughtful. Um,
Yes.
Now, for people at work that maybe you don't know as well, what are your thoughts on gift cards for them in that occasion?
Well, I mean, I think, like you said, if you really know them, they're not just a coworker, but also, especially like me, I've had coworkers I've worked with, 30 plus years. Uh, I
Wow.
sort of, you know, I sort of don't know their exact taste, but they would appreciate a gift card.
And I think that's the most you can hope for is that it's going to be something pleasing. And what I have started doing, I did this last Christmas, and even for a birthday in this year. They make these little boxes that they're like kind of like they look like a little suitcase, I guess. Um, and they're wood with a handle and glass. Um, and I forget what the glass says on it. It says different things, but there's a little slot, and
Yes.
it's like my travel fund or my
Uh huh.
dreams or whatever.
We
You can get them for different things.
Yeah, you got one of those for a friend of ours for
Yes,
her
yeah.
birthday. Yes.
Yeah, so, I'm thinking like you do that, 1 year and you put some gift cards in there. And then that way, during let's say you pick some different restaurants or movies or, activities that way when they are looking for something to do or want to go out to eat or whatever, they can just go to their little gift box suitcase thing and, surprise themselves, pull one out or, purposely choose one. But, so I feel like they will think of you when they do that and appreciate, that gift.
Uh-huh.
So that makes it a little bit more than a gift card. I feel like if you add that little extra, holder to it so that they can use it all year and then next Christmas you just like pick some different ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, that's my first suggestion is the gift card. So, what are you thinking? What was your first gift idea?
Well, this is a portable crock pot lunch warmer. It's on sale through Amazon for $29.99. Originally $39.99. It's available in four colors, and it you can reheat your leftovers, like your Thanksgiving leftovers or whatever. It's a 20-ounce capacity, easy carry handle, and detachable cord that plugs right into an outlet for quick warming. You can heat up all kinds of meals, chili, soups, stews, and more. You can get a removable storage container and a tight sealing lid to prevent spills in transit. It's just like a little mini crock pot.
So, you would put your leftovers from home and take that then and plug it up at work,
Yes.
and it would just like keep it warm and heated
Mm-hmm.
so that when you were ready to eat it, you could.
Yes.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, how big is this? It probably doesn't take
We
up a whole lot of room.
It's 20-ounce capacity,
Okay. So, just a little bit more, about like your water bottle probably or
probably.
something like that. So you definitely could have that and, your water bottle and you can just make up your own little restaurant there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's cool. And so it comes in different colors. So,
Mhm. Four
uh,
different colors.
what are the colors?
Looks like black. Let's just click on it.
Yeah, I think black, that's kind of a universal color that um, you know,
Let's
you
see.
might expect it to be.
Moonshine green.
We're not suggesting taking moonshine to work, though. Are are we?
No,
Okay.
probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Looks like blue.
For Kentucky fans.
Yes, like me.
Mm-hmm.
Black licorice, excuse
Uh,
me. And what color is that? Looks like maybe a purple color.
Okay. Well,
Not
that's
purple, but maybe lavender. Blush
lavender.
pink.
Okay.
Blush pink
Okay.
for
So,
Ruth Hunt.
yes, it's kind of a girly color, we'll say. So it sounds like a wide variety. And all right, so if you got somebody, so you open this as your gift, do you think people would be like, "Oh, I got a 20-ounce crock pot." So like who would this be for? Who would be happy with this gift?
Co-workers.
Probably maybe a dorm student too,
Yes.
because they're often like
Having to
probably
eat and run and
yeah, and just plug something up in their dorm room, and
hmm
so yeah, I could see that. Does it plug up like to anything else like a USB or is this like
uh,
a power outlet thing?
see, I think it's just a power outlet thing.
Okay.
But hey, you can put it in a dishwasher.
Well, that's also a cool feature. And then, it's ready for the next day. And the price seems to be right and it comes in colors. So, I'm gonna say that's a win. It's
Okay.
also a good gift for parents to give to, their children that have just moved out on their own. Um, because you could take this in the car with you too. Like, if you weren't
Yes.
going too far, like you could have it already ready and keep it warm.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's all right. Well, my next gift is gonna be a little different. Um, so we're now like I'm moving into $25 to like 150 dollars. So for that range.
Okay.
So there are a couple of different things. One is a hologram cube, and it has so you can send the image of a pet or a person, a wedding, loved ones, your child, whatever, whoever, and they put them in this little laser crystal, and it shows the picture floating like a hologram. Um, so I've seen different kinds of versions of this. Like some, they can have your pet, if you have like video of your pet or whatever, they can make that look like it's your pet in that crystal that's, running to you or wagging their tail or shaking paws or, you know.
Well,
Um, Me personally, that's a little creepy for me. Um, I mean, I get the sentiment, but if an animal passes on,
Yeah.
I just don't like want to be reminded like
No.
that.
No. I wouldn't be either.
It's just,
It's just I
but
mean,
for
I have a picture of my cat that recently, well, she's been gone. This will be probably be 3 years now. But it's just a picture in a frame. I don't think I could handle something like that that's moving.
yeah. Yeah, me either. And so I feel like this would not be a good gift idea unless it's like, a husband and wife or something like that, and they know each other, like they shared this pet, and they know that the other person would want that, because you could traumatize people, like
Yeah,
they want to open that on Christmas and start, bawling their eyes out, and so, so I'm gonna say, it's an item that's out there. It's also around $60 to $100, depending on, the level of movement and all of that you want them to do, and the size of it. But it's not for everyone. And they have the same thing, like like your, both my parents have passed away. And so this picture frame or hologram cube, it would have them smiling. It can have them blinking, moving their hair, just like different things. And again, so I have videos of them and I watch those from time to time, but this is just a little bit much for me. So I'm gonna say no. I really don't think that's for me. But it is a gift, that some people really would like that, and so it's out there, for people that feel like they do want a living portrait. It's kind of like, those paintings where the eyes follow you around the room or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah, I just
major
stay,
creep show.
yeah, I just stay away from stuff like that. But yeah. All right. So what do you have?
Okay. Well, this is a Soda Stream Terra sparkling water maker bundle. Uh, you can enjoy all your favorite fizzy beverages right at the push of a button. No more schlepping those heavy bottles and cans from the car to the house. It's a sparkling water maker. Comes with two 60-liter CO2 cylinders, three 1-liter dishwasher safe BPA free reusable carbonating bottles, and two 40 milliliter flavor drops.
Okay. So
And
how much
and
does this cost?
it's $79.99.
Okay.
Originally $149.99, available in black or white.
Hmm. Well, the price seems right. So, who is this for, would you say?
Well, lots of people drink sparkling water.
Do you like sparkling water?
Not particularly.
Me either. But if you wanted to mix a drink or something like that,
Uh huh. You
spark,
could, let's see, two times bubbly flavor drops combined with Pepsi flavors.
interesting. Um, well, um,
I mean,
it's portable again, so that's always a plus. Uh, I don't know. So it's pricey a bit, because you're getting close to $100.
mm-hmm.
But I can see for the right person that could be a good gift idea.
Creative concoctions of bubbly drops, Pepsi, Mountain Dew syrups. Possibilities are endless.
Yeah,
But
so
you'd have to really like sparkling water.
I think, it would be good for people that like to experiment with drinks, making their own flavors and stuff like that. Um, and you're bound to hit upon something that tastes good together, and you'll be like, okay, that's it. Then you invite all your friends over and, make one for them too.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Mm,
I'm
yeah.
sticking kind of with these, like sound personal holographic things. I'm still in the price range of around $150, or less depending on this one. So you can get a sculpture. It's like metal art or acrylic, I think, and it will have your voice so that you're a sculpture, and then
Oh,
you can say I love you, or you got this, or even pepperoni. So whatever word that is meaningful, um, you can say that, and so this metal art will, whenever the person wants to hear your voice saying that phrase, they just tap it and they can hear you.
wow.
So, I can see that being like for people that, are in love, but they're separated through because of work, or, they live in different places. And
Hmm.
so it would be like just a little reminder of them, if they want to hear your voice. I mean, they could just call you, but let's say you wake, 2 o'clock in the morning, you want to hear their voice say, I love you. You just like keep that little statue next to you and tap it and go back to sleep.
Okay.
So this is $35 to $90, and it's a sound wave sculpture. So
Hmm.
I do think the price is right there. $35 is a pretty good deal. And again, if it's your parents, or a loved one that's passed away, you could do the same thing. Um, I have my voicemails of my parents, and I listen to it on my birthday of them saying happy birthday to me and a few things like that. But in general, I see it being like a good. Also, who it would be great for probably is like grandparents. Like because kids, like, they say your name a certain way, when they're younger. And um so I could see it being really a really good gift for a grandparent too, of hearing the babies, the way they talk at a certain age, so they'd be able to hear that.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I'm gonna say that's a pretty good gift idea because it's really flexible.
It is.
All right. So what do you have?
Okay. Well, this one's it's a little bit on the pricey side.
Okay.
It is a Marshall Action 3 Bluetooth speaker, retro amp style,
Okay, so retro speaker, Bluetooth,
Mm-hmm.
and what does it look like? A jukebox or like how retro are we talking?
Looks like a old fashioned speaker. You remember? Do you remember the intercom
Yes,
at school up in the corner of the wall near the ceiling?
I do.
And the TV show Charlie's Angels. Remember the little speaker on the desk
Yes,
when Charlie would call in?
I do.
A little bit bigger version of that.
Okay, my dad would have loved something like that. Would have been perfect for him. So, how much is this gonna set us back?
Well, it is fucking off this video. It is $179.99. Originally $299.99. It comes in three colors.
So retro's really big, people like always like vintage or, things from the past. Um, I don't know. Would you pay $200 for it?
No,
Well, um, it would be a special gift, I think, for someone like my dad, he would have loved something like that. But he probably would have been expecting like the stereo or something else, to go with it besides just the speaker. But
yeah,
I imagine that with being Bluetooth, that you can, hook it up to a lot of different things. But my dad would have had like a 8-track player, things not um, made for the Bluetooth. So, anyways, if you still are like in the modern age, but you want to, kind of feel like you're back in time, that sounds like a pretty good gift. You think?
yes.
Okay. All right. Now, uh, this is kind of interesting to me. This is going three to $600. So, we're
Ooh,
jumping up a little bit. Um, this is a virtual reality memory room reconstruction. And so what you do, you upload photos or videos, and they will build a virtual room that recreates your childhood home or, your grandmother's kitchen or whatever it is that you want. So,
wow.
when you think back to childhood memories, like what room comes to mind?
Hmm. My bedroom.
Okay, like at a certain age, or did you have the same one for, a long time, or
I I basically had the same one the whole time.
so what like visually take us through what did it look like, that you would like to remember if you could see it again?
Well, I had, of course, my bed is one of those antique. The you remember the iron beds,
Yes, I do.
which I still have. I mean, I don't sleep on it now, but I still have that bed frame. Metal wardrobe, which we still have. Dresser with the mirror. It's it's wooden, got like the little I don't want to say log cabin on it, but sort of that type of material. And that's about all I can Trying to think what I had on the walls.
Well, I think that's where, the photos and the video would come in handy because um they can take those and, put those objects and probably it would come right back to you. Have you used the like virtual reality headsets, where you're walking around and
I haven't, no,
so
but I know what you're talking about.
yeah, so I think this is how you would be viewing it, which would be pretty cool because you could walk through your house and I can see clearly like my parents' living room and there was a big like L-shaped bar that you like on one side was the living room and on the other side of that was the kitchen and there was like this yellow wallpaper in the kitchen with like flowers on it. And I know where the stove was, or the sink, like all of that I can see in my mind, the phone hanging on the wall. Um, so I think it would be really interesting if I was like, had the virtual reality headset on and was just walking about, seeing
Uh
all
huh.
all those memories. Is it $300 to $600 cool? Because how often, would you want to take this trip down memory lane?
Right.
I don't know, but I do see that it would be very sentimental for a lot of people.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. What do you have next?
Okay, I, and this is way cheaper than $300. This is a Kenray towel warmer, the cozy towel warmer.
Oh, do tell me more.
Well, it's nothing beats the feeling of a warm towel wrapped around your body when you get out of the shower or bath. This warmer will heat up a towel in 1 to 6 minutes, depending on your preferred temperature. You can also put in your bathrobe or blanket if you want the full cozy experience, and it's
Mm.
only $100.
Wow. Now that is a deal because there is like
It's $51 off.
I love warm blankets like that or
Yes.
a towel would be great too. And that just is like the coziest feeling. So I definitely think that would be a great gift for me, and I know a lot of other people, that love that. And $100 is not a bad price because, that is something you can use like, well, several months out of the year, of the winter, and even other times when you just like you just need a hug, like you just get that towel or
That warm
blanket.
towel.
Yes, and it's warm and that's awesome. So where do you get this on Amazon or
You can get it on Amazon.
mm-mm-mm. Well, if you don't get me a gift card, the towel warmer is also a good idea for the listeners. That's really cool. What about you? Would you like a towel warmer?
Yes.
Okay, so that seems to be the hot item. Get it? Hot item. Okay, well, I thought it was funny.
It was.
Okay, so, these are, again, customized kinds of things. You could have a song written for someone. You just, I imagine it's probably a lot AI at this point. But you tell the details about the person and then they will make a funny or romantic or inspirational whatever kind of song for your person and this is like $200 to $400. But, to have your own song, would you pay that much?
Mm, maybe.
I mean, me personally, I would just write the song myself because, I
But
write
well, naturally, you're a writer.
I write songs and I feel like I would already know what I wanted to say, but um
But for those of us who don't write,
yes, then you can pay me and I'll write your song.
yeah, there you go. I'll just pay you the money.
But there is something really, I mean, no one's ever written a song for me, so I can't say how it would feel, but I know how it feels when I write a song for someone, how it feels to me to get the feelings out. And so I think it would be super cool if somebody wrote a song for you or even had a song written for you.
It would be
Um,
very cool.
yeah, I think so. And I have to say this too, this goes right along with this. There is a AI time capsule video. So you record a message and then this company enhances it and they store it on a drive with a QR code and they put it in a custom box and you can't open it for, you get to pick 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I'm thinking like, okay, you cannot give me a gift and expect me to wait 5 years to open it. So I'm going to say that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
I mean, because, I hate to be morbid, but what if they pass away? You know,
exactly.
they don't even get to see what was in their box or
No,
their time capsule. So no, I'm thinking this is not a good gift for, this would be something you might be a gift for yourself, I think.
yeah,
Like if I wanted to buy myself a gift, because I know what was in it. But after 5 years, after 10 years, you would probably forget some of the things. Um, so, it would
yeah,
it would be good, and especially in 20 years. But in 20 years, yeah. So I don't know. It's 150 to $350, and I probably would say no to that. So,
yeah.
all right,
Probably me too.
you're up next.
Well, and this is called She's Birdie Original Personal Safety Alarm. And what it is a cute and discreet keychain. You'll be able to sound off an extremely loud alarm and strobing lights anytime that you feel threatened. Comes in 5 colors and is easy to use. So, in case of emergency, no fun leaf pepper spray. Travel friendly. You can stay safe wherever you roam.
I can think of like, if you're at a bad Christmas party or something like that, just sound the alarm, then scatter to your car or something. Or if you're in like some kind of boring, performance or something like that. Um, you
It'd be a
know,
good way to liven things up.
yes, it definitely would. Or, what
Loud
is,
alarm and strobing lights.
so how much is that?
It's 25% off for only $22, and you can also get in on Amazon.
Well, so all kidding aside, I think, that is anything that can like alert people if there's an emergency, you know, to get help, I think is a good investment. And that's pretty low cost. If you
If
have
it comes
if
to
you
saving your life.
yeah, and if you have like teenagers out, that work of the night, or they're walking back and forth like at college or something. I think that's a good idea because you just never know in the world. When you're gonna. It could be
No.
a bear, a dog. It could be
Yeah.
anything.
Doesn't have to be human.
No. So, it just seems like a good idea. You could have a medical emergency.
Yes.
So I think is very good, and the price is definitely right. Now, would someone, so I would say that might be more of a stocking stuffer, because like a lot of teens would open that and they might not be like overly
It'd be
thrilled.
like, what?
Yeah, mom, like I told you.
That's all you could get?
Yeah, where's my, wicked refrigerator or whatever?
Yeah.
So
My what's what's the latest we
yes, yeah. So they're going to be looking for that kind of stuff more so. But as a stocking stuffer, I think they'd be okay with it. I'm going to jump up quite a bit here. Um, in price, we're up to about $2,000 now.
um woo,
Yeah, so
let's hear.
this will let you drive a Lamborghini, Ferrari, or a classic Mustang. Um, so you get that driving experience of it for, 2000 from 500 to $2,000 depending on the model. And for people, that dream of these cars, but they can't really own one, it's kind of like a dream come true just to, have your picture made in it, drive it, feel like it's yours for, you know, a minute, however long you get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I
you're,
start saying how much time you get for that amount of money.
yes, I don't really know. I guess you could probably pay, more to get more, but at any rate, I think if you had the $2,000, there are people I know that would love that, and experiences like I think experience gifts are super cool. They don't always, a gift doesn't always have to be something that's tangible that you get to keep. Just the memory of driving that car, um, and taking your photo in it, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, you know, there's not many people I would spend $2,000 for, but I do know at least one person that would love that.
Hmm. Wow.
All right, so what's your next biggest one?
Well, this is a camera. It's called a Fujifilm Instax or Instax Mini Evo Instant Film Camera. Polaroids never get old, but they do get better. And this Instax camera is proof. 10 lens effects, 10 films effects. Your friend can experiment with 100 creative styles. Also pairs with a smartphone app so you can print your favorite pictures from your phone. It's $234 and you can get it on Amazon. And it looks like the old Polaroid camera.
Oh, I remember like so many cameras, like when you had to have film and get it developed and send it away. And
I remember those days.
you come back. It was usually like at your pharmacy or drugstore, and
Mm-hmm.
at least that,
Walmart.
yeah. And like half the photos sometimes would be awful, but
Oh,
you
yeah.
but you wouldn't know it, because you
No.
could. on your phone now, you can take a picture if you don't like it, take another one
Retake
instantly.
it. Yeah. Back
But
then you did not have that chance.
no. And sometimes you get other people's, photos, or they'd lose your photos, or, things like that. Um, Interesting. And you could never tell like about how much light or any of that. They could be overexposed, underexposed.
Yep.
Um, then you have those ones where you like the Polaroid and you shake it, like, and you wait like, I don't know what it was, 45 seconds, or it seemed like forever. And you could
Right.
kind of watch it developing.
Yes.
So, you know, pictures have just like evolved. But this sounds very cool. And how much did you say it was?
$234.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad price. Um, I mean, I use my phone now to take pictures, and I probably, that's just because the phone is, so many things in one. Like, you don't need an atlas anymore because your phone can, direct you to driving directions. Your phone is a calculator, your phone is a flashlight, your phone is your camera,
Hmm.
it's a phone too. I mean, it's like games, it's so many things. So I
Like
would,
having your computer in your hand.
yeah, so I probably wouldn't add on a camera just because I probably wouldn't use it that much. But I still think it's super cool. And the price isn't bad, in comparison. And for people that just love photography, that would be a great gift too, I think. All right, well, I am down to my big items. So these are my last two. Um, and these are super, super expensive. So, you're looking at $2,500 to $25,000.
Oh my gosh.
And so, there is a film company and they will make a life-size hologram of you. Uh, so,
Okay.
if you want your whole body and it looks just like you standing there, I think we've seen these of like Elvis and, different performers they make them of, but they're good for memorials and legacy gifts. And I saw Suzanne Summers' husband had one made of her, and um, a lot of people just want someone there. If they pass away, they just like, looking at them and it looks like they're standing there moving in front of you. So, that's gonna cost you $25,000, but some people probably think it's worth it. Now, this other one is 10,000 to 25,000. And again, I would love this. So, it is a custom drone light show, and it's your story in the sky. So, they will choreograph 30 to 100 drones, and it can create shapes, words, animations, a proposal. Oh my gosh, can you imagine? Like if someone proposed to you with the drones, in the sky, like a light show like that. Um, but
Man.
it could be your birthday, it could be your whole life story, in pictures. So there's just a lot of things, but I mean, it's a lot of money. But if somebody was going to spend $25,000 on me, that would be a super cool gift, and I would love that.
That's big.
I mean, wouldn't you like that if somebody took the time to, you know, well, took the money as well, but I mean, took the time to just like orchestrate this show for you. I just think that would be like so romantic and sappy and just amazing. So, all
It would
right.
be pretty neat.
Yeah, yeah, it would. All right. So what do you have?
Well, I
Hard.
don't know that I could have something that topped that.
I was getting ready to say it's a hard one to top, but let's hear it.
Well, this is a well, or maybe so. This is a Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 44 dial sapphire dial white ceramic watch, and it looks like it's on sale for, I guess that's $1,599,849.
Well, you've definitely topped my price range there. Wow. Um, so if you were going to spend $1 million, is that what you would buy someone?
Uh, I'm gonna say no.
Look at my light show. You could like, I could have my light show like so many times for that. We could have everything on all the lists for, that much money.
Yes.
Um, before we close though, I do want to say that there was a magazine article about buying gifts for older adults.
Okay.
And it said that they actually, would like these type gifts rather than, I mean, every Christmas people end up with all kinds of. So what are some, gifts that everybody gets that they really don't want?
Socks,
Socks,
underwear,
underwear, um,
towels.
well, towels, whatnot kind of things, just like another thing to collect dust.
Exactly.
Um,
Dust catchers.
yes. So, it says these are some ideas for older adults.
Okay.
Let's evaluate. A day of help with the chores around the house.
Okay.
So,
That's a
like
good one.
I do think that's a good one too because, there are a lot of things that don't necessarily need to be done every day, but they
No, but
need
just,
done.
yeah,
And older people, have a
it's hard
harder,
for them to,
yeah.
yeah.
So just, a certificate to have somebody come in and do that, or even you coming in and doing it, whatever.
Hmm.
Um, all right. A personal letter that tells them what they mean to you. That's another gift idea. That doesn't cost anything, except
Oh, that's a great one.
that is great. I mean, my handwriting is like such that I probably should type it. So they probably be like, "What? What
But
are you?"
typing is so informal.
I know it is. I just don't know. Like maybe interpret, like I could handwrite it and then type underneath it in case they miss it. But people don't write letters
Takes
much
takes me
anymore.
back to me writing my granny notes and stuff. And
Aw.
yes,
And I bet that meant so much to her.
it did.
And so, I think this is something like I have asked for, like the thing that I want from someone is a handwritten Christmas card.
Oh,
Where they just write their thoughts and feelings. I probably I probably won't get that anymore, but
Well,
I do
um,
think that there is just something really personal and meaningful in someone handwriting you their thoughts.
it is.
So if you're, looking for an idea and you don't want to spend a lot of money or you don't have a lot of money or you just want to like personalize something that's going to be meaningful and that does not the great thing of that is like all of these cards, that are handwritten notes and letters to me, like they don't take up any space, but they're so meaningful. So you could have a lot of cards or letters and it's not gonna junk your house up or anything like that.
No.
So, and when you read it, it will just take you back to that moment, that memory.
Mhm.
Also a subscription to something, that they enjoy or that makes life, easier for them or even like if it's puzzles or, a lot of people like to do puzzle books.
Mhm.
Um,
I do.
yeah, so, just something like that, a subscription, that's, an idea. Um, like a meal service that they don't have to cook or clean up, you know, um, they have like different companies where they ship the meals and you just heat them up and
Yep.
so maybe you want to do something like that. And then these are, for everyone really a memory experience. Like a lot of people are now taking their money that they were going to spend on presents and taking family trips.
Okay.
So you go on a vacation together and instead of presents, you just go make memories and take photos and enjoy each other. Don't talk politics or
Right.
all the
Right.
things, but I think there's a lot to be said for gifts like that too. So I
Oh,
hope that, we have helped the listeners to come up with some ideas because, in the end, um, giving of yourself is really the best kind of gift, I feel like.
I do too.
So,
It's the your and you never know when your presence is their present.
aw, that's well spoken and a great ending line there. Um, I had a play called the Present of Presence, and
Oh,
so that's what that reminded me of. Well, it has certainly been great having you to do this episode with Willie, and
I've enjoyed it.
I hope that you will come back and
I will.
this season 17 is off and running, and we'll see everybody next week.
See ya.